Hopefully, you guys having a wonderful day. God bless. God bless America. God bless everybody. God bless the whole world. America, as in the continent, and all the rest of the continent is Africa, India, Asia, Europe, Australia, Antarctica, Iceland. I don't know if Iceland is considered but sure, bro. God bless everybody. Okay, let's start our first news of the day. Very amazing miracles, right? Excuse me.
We are getting an update on a house fire in Sanford. The Seminole County Fire Department says that a Tesla may have sparked that fire in the home's garage. We first brought you this as breaking news yesterday morning. Well, today we have a significant update. We're speaking to the family who's been impacted, and Fox 35's Marley Capper has been joining us live, talking to the family this morning. And Marley, it's just heartbreaking to hear what they've been through.
Amy, I'm getting a little emotional. This is my church family, so it just hits a little different to see the damage that was done. We're standing in what used to be their kitchen. As you guys can see, the cabinets are destroyed. You can see all the spices in the cups, and it's just really shocking to see. I know they're feeling it as well. We met Lily and her dad Mina earlier. Lily, why don't you just kick us off? Like, when you're standing here, what's going through your mind?
Honestly, it's just crazy to me that this is gone, but the Lord will bless us, and that is not the point. But it's crazy to see, like, and think about how all the memories that have happened here, and that it can just be gone in a split second. Yeah. But the Lord provides. Yeah.
Mina, God says joy comes in the morning. Amen. And that beauty will be made out of ashes. So Amen. As you sit in the ashes of this, and you just hear your daughter be so bold in her faith to say, you know what, we're going to have joy. It's going to be okay. This is stuff. How are you feeling?
Amen. God bless the family.
I'm so proud of I'm so proud of you, Lily. I'm standing here, as Lily mentioned, memories. I'm seeing my kids playing video games in here, watching TVs. I see my wife cooking still. Good memories. It's just ended very quick.
Wow. Things are kind of falling from the roof and.
So, but God's good. God will, will compensate 10 times. Yeah. So,
that's what His Word says. And I want to point out something, you guys. This is what's getting me really choked up. I was sitting here interviewing Lily, and I noticed out of the corner of my eye, this Bible was sitting here in a box, and everything in the kitchen is melted, and the box has some soot on it, but the Bible is completely unscathed. And this is Mina's Bible, right? This is your Bible?
That is my Bible.
When I handed it to you earlier, what was going through your mind?
I cried because that's where I have all my notes. That's where I have my fights, my arguments with myself, and that's where I read my morning time with God. And I'm glad this is safe. Yeah. It means a lot to me. God's
Amen.
gone.
Would agree, man.
Would never go away. Yeah.
Praise God. Okay, let's walk outside, you guys. I want to show you. So earlier, if you missed it, Lily was telling us that she was upstairs and she woke up and she was trying to find her siblings, and she got stuck. And so she had to jump from the second story to the top of the lanai here. So I just want to show you guys that, and we'll have Lily kind of walk us through what happened. The backyard, for the most part, is completely intact, which is amazing. But that first window you see with all of the black soot around it is where she had to jump out of. So as best as you can, I know that the memory's fuzzy, but walk us through what happened. And was it scary having to jump out of the window?
Honestly, from what I remember, just saving my siblings was my top priority, making sure they were out. But after I kind of lost hope, I can't find them, and I couldn't breathe anymore, that's where I was like, all right, I gotta move. I gotta move. If I'm gonna make it out and I'm gonna make it to my siblings, I gotta move. The Lord just kind of gave me a word, because after I ran into my brother's room, that's my brother's room's window. After I ran back into that room, the Lord was like, window. And I'm like, oh my gosh, thank you, Jesus. Yeah. The window. And this is where I start to lose consciousness. I remember my phone falling out of my hand that I was using for a flashlight. I remember the hoodie that I had in my hand, trying to cover my mouth with it. I went back up there and I found the hoodie laying where I remember dropping it. Wow. And I remember just trying to get out and then throwing my body out there as I'm feeling myself get unconscious, because I've been choking on that smoke for so long. But once I got that breath, the Lord revived my heart, and I was able to get down. My amazing neighbor was able to find me, and he got me down on a ladder so I don't have to jump off.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's walk through. I'll let Heather go first. I want to show you guys the Tesla, just so you guys can see. It was parked in the garage. Obviously, the fire station is still working the investigation. Their initial report is that it had to do with the charging port in the garage, and that's where the fire originated. So as we're walking there, Mina, do you mind pulling up the photos from the Airbnb? Their church has put them up in an Airbnb, and I wanted to show you guys just the generosity of the community that's really rallied behind them and stepped up together. They actually printed up family photos and put them in the Airbnb. So if we can show that, because that's just so moving to my heart. Here, we'll show you guys on the iPhone. So this is the fridge in there, right?
Yes.
Were you shocked when you saw that they had an Airbnb ready to go?
I couldn't believe it, like how they customized the whole Airbnb to be our home. Pictures, names, Christmas tree,
stockings.
Yeah.
So here's the Christmas tree. Wow.
And my kids started taking pictures right away, so they felt their home, the norm. They got us back to the norm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So thank you for our church family.
Yeah, knowing that they did that, what does that mean to you?
They've been thoughtful. It's not just find a place to stay. They're beyond that. They find a place to stay, and it's home.
Yeah.
This is your home. You back to norm. You know, they're trying to get my kids away from this kind of trauma. We all traumatized. We were traumatized yesterday.
Yeah.
It was very rough.
Wow. And just really quick before we head out, you know, just seeing the shell of this car, is that scary to you?
I love this car for some time. Of course, it's scary because it's just flame in seconds. It didn't take. I saw smoke and then sparks, and the whole house was on fire. Yeah. It didn't take. I wouldn't say it didn't take 1 minute. It was like 20 seconds. Everything is on fire. Yeah. So it was very quick.
Well, thank you guys so much for having us.
Yeah, it doesn't take
one piece, and I'm just so blessed that you guys are alive. That's so important, and we'll continue praying for you. Everyone at the station will be praying for you guys, and we know that our church family will step up and feed you guys and make sure that you guys have clothes.
Yes.
So we'll continue to make sure that they get resources as well. But for now, you guys, we'll send these back to you.
Thank you.
incredible. How are you guys out there? They were stopping by.
In towns like this across rural America, churches aren't just places of worship. They're the heartbeat of the community. But in America, that pulse is fading. Here in Gates County, North Carolina, several churches have closed their doors, but this one seems to be opening their doors much wider.
We're in a small town, dude. Right?
Everyone knows
everybody knows everybody. Right. You live in a fishbowl if you're a pastor here.
Gatesville, North Carolina, population 250, sits just south of the Virginia line. Roughly half of its residents attend the Upper Room, an Assemblies of God church on the edge of town. A short drive through Gates County reveals a landscape of faith in transition.
Probably 5 right now that on paper are open and have closed, and there's a couple that have just literally closed and shuttered the doors.
On the outside, restored sanctuaries and shining stained glass may look like revival. Yet across parts of rural America, looks can be deceiving.
The caretaker group will care for this building. They'll keep the grass cut, and they'll make sure the roof is fixed. So it'll be an edifice. It's a museum. Just something that Jesus did generations ago.
Nationally, as many as 15,000 churches could close this year alone, with the National Council of Churches estimating 100,000 closures in the coming years. Mainline Protestant and Catholic parishes are hit the hardest.
Based upon the best data I have, 2025 may be a year when we'll see what I think will be the most churches closed in any one year.
Tom Rayner, CEO of Church Answers, has helped churches on the brink for nearly 40 years.
We at Church Answers cannot keep up with the number of consultation requests for revitalization. We can send resources, but for those who want us there at the church to look at it, we simply cannot keep up with it. That's telling me that these churches know that there's a problem more than ever.
Rayner, an early leader in church revitalization, created the Hope Initiative, a model used across denominations to restore struggling congregations. He sees 2 critical warning signs that led to this year's tidal wave of closures.
Once you see a church that has no evangelistic intentionality, no gospel centrality, along with a self-serving motive, you can pretty much be guaranteed that that church is in a decline, perhaps near death or perhaps dead. We call the category of near death moribund, moribund, and it's a weird name, but it just means really, really sick.
Inside the upper room, though, it's a different story. And the pastor's own journey serves as a testament to the renewal.
Think about this, Brody. I met Jesus in prison. So everything we call the church, I had never seen before, right? My church was in a cell block with 4 or 5 other believers and the Word of God.
In the late 90s, before Christ entered his life, Eric Earhart spent 4 years behind bars for drug distribution. That's where he says God gave him a vision to open a church.
So we ended up launching this church. I'm the founding pastor. We're 3 miles from the prison camp that I was released from.
As a church that's undergone the Acts 2 journey, an Assemblies of God revitalization model, Pastor Earhart is a prime example of what a church can do if they lean into where God is leading them.
Revitalization is predicated
Amen.
on lowering the barriers to entrance, that their heart becomes tender to the fact that right outside those doors, there's people who are desperate for hope. They're desperate for Christ and they've never even heard his name before.
While thousands of America's churches are closing, Pastor Earhart believes that by lowering barriers and reaching beyond his walls, faith can still transform a community, even in a town of just 250. Reporting in Gates County, North Carolina, Brody Carter, CBN News.
Very interesting. Extra Dimensions and the Occult, the testimony of Dennis Andros. All right, let's check it out. Oh, that's very loud. It's all good.
Alrighty. Okay, well, thanks for coming on. I think I'll just start by introducing you a little bit.
Sure.
Dennis Andros, we met.
Never heard of Andrew.
A few weeks
Andrew
back, maybe a few months back.
Andrew.
Yeah,
it's probably been about 2 months now, I think.
2
Andrew
months
what?
ago, and I came across a video of yours.
Dennis
where you were
Andros.
talking about AI and how you felt led to stop using AI, and was really kind of fascinated with that, and asked if I could, play your video. And then you emailed me shortly afterwards and said, I think we have a few things. What did you say?
I think I said something along the lines of that. You feel free to use my video, but I've got some
Okay,
other
so
things I
that's
could
Dennis
share as well
Andros.
that you might
Okay.
find interesting.
I think you
And,
said, I think you'd be interested.
Yeah, I
in
know
getting-
AI is very bad.
Yeah,
It's in the
something like
Bible.
that, yeah.
Look it up. The apocalypse.
once
It's the main
once I did
center
hear that,
point of the
yeah,
apocalypse.
That was a good call. I think after you kind of perused my channel a little bit. So
Besides the
that's kind
Antichrist.
of the main thing that I wanted to have you share here. And I've been kind of meaning to start doing a series of videos where just having people share their testimonies for at least a year now. But it's one of those things that I've just kind
People
of been putting
that
off,
have to
putting off.
come
And
to
so
Christ
it
to
almost feels like this is kind of God's way
repent
picking
of
me
what they
up
were
a little
doing.
bit and getting me to just lean into that. So I'm really excited to kind of have you, share your story. And then, I mean, there's so many things we could talk about in terms of, things with AI in the spiritual realm and end times deception and just whatever we get into, because there's so many directions we could go. But why don't you just start by sharing your testimony and kind of giving people an idea of like what you were saved out of.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm going to start about 7 years old. When I was an infant, well, it started as an infant, actually. When I was an infant, my mother had me baptized in the Lutheran church. Her side of the family was mainly Roman Catholics, but her father was a Lutheran. And so she got into the Lutheran church. She had me baptized as an infant. I was there, but I do not remember it. It didn't really mean anything to me. And anyways, we attended a Lutheran church. My very earliest memories of church attendance would be at a Lutheran church in Prescott, Wisconsin. And from there, when I was about 7 years old, my parents had a career change. And so we moved across the state a ways to Lake Holcomb, Wisconsin. And we began attending a Methodist church in that area. My father was and is non-spiritual, non-religious. He would attend church, I think, mostly for the fellowship meals after church. My mom was a nominal Christian. She attended church, always had some semblance of faith in the gospel. But she certainly wasn't a fiery, born again, spirit filled believer who had, been regenerated in the inner man. She just kind of went through the motions, paid her tithes, kind of faith. Well, anyways, I'm going to this church, and I really enjoyed it as a child. I had a strong faith as a child. I would I would pray on my own. Um, I was a very, very strong. I had a lot of faith for a little child, and that faith started getting squeezed out of me because I was going to the public school, and I was learning things about evolution and the Big Bang and all of these things. And there was people in the school who didn't believe in God, people in my friend groups who didn't believe in God, things of that nature. And so this faith that I had was slowly getting squeezed out of me. And
Huh.
around the time that you would get confirmed in the Methodist church, probably about 11, 12 years old, I'm having like basically a crisis of faith. And I'm going through confirmation class, and I am irritated that I'm there. And uh, we had a new pastor at the church at that time, and the new pastor there was some animosity between my father and this pastor, and that animosity kind of rubbed off on me. And so I wasn't too thrilled that this pastor was leading the confirmation class because I had liked the previous pastor. Anyways, my faith is getting squeezed out of me, and I'm kind of asking this pastor, questions, trying to like seek answers, like, you know, um, what about the Big Bang? What about, these millions of years of evolution? And what about these things?
I was there.
There really were no satisfactory answers for me that this minister could give. And that was very saddening and disheartening for me as a child. So my faith is getting slowly squeezed out of me, and these dissatisfying answers are coming to me, but I wanted in my heart to believe in the Lord. And
I
I
was
remember
there.
multiple
Same
times
thing.
in tears telling my mother, because she used to come and pray with us before we go to bed, and we had these like nighttime prayers. And I remember in tears telling her that I'm like losing faith in God, and she didn't have answers for me either. And I remember praying, crying to God, saying, "Tell me you're real. Show me you're real. I want to believe." And nothing happened at all. And I was so
Wow.
sad. Well, eventually this sadness just kind of turned into apathy and a lack of care, and me just ultimately walking away from the things of the Lord. Um, it started probably slowly with me not really listening to the conviction of sin that I had in my life, and doing things I shouldn't have, and saying things I shouldn't have, and not feeling bad about it. And almost immediately when I got into this state, bad people started coming into my life. Kids my age that would, their pastimes were, one of these kids, no joke, his pastime was like uh, killing animals for fun. And I remember seeing that, and you know, there was another kid that I would hang out with who, you know, we're like 12, 13 at the time, and we're going in. We would go into the gas station, and I would buy something small, and he would like reaching over the counter and stealing cigars and cigarettes out of this gas station so we could go and smoke. And so, I mean, right off the bat, these bad characters are coming into my life, and I'm starting to be rebellious, and I'm starting to say terrible, nasty things to people.
We've all gone through that phase.
Right around this same time as well, my parents are fighting
Well,
a
not
lot,
everybody.
and money is really tight. My dad's business is failing. My mom,
Same thing.
there was a change in the government, and she was a government employee, and so her pay and benefits got basically taken out, and so she had to get a new job an hour away, and so she's commuting 2 hours a day to work. There's a stress on our household from that, and my parents end up getting separated and divorced.
Oh man.
And I didn't want to move all the way across the state where my father went, so I moved down to the Eau Claire, Wisconsin area, and immediately I get connected with the worst kind of kids. We're skipping school in the 9th and 10th grade to go smoke weed and snort pills and smoke cigarettes, and I'm getting in trouble at school distributing prescription medications, and
Wow.
things just immediately spiraled. And I'm watching pornography, and I'm sleeping around, and it's just getting bad, and I'm still a teenager at this point. Early in my teenage years, I'm starting to have bad experiences with drugs where I'm getting sick to the point of being hospitalized, and my parents know about my drug problem, and obviously with me getting in trouble at school for drugs, they already knew I was doing drugs. And so I've got this bad brewing thing going on. Well, things continue to go more and more sinful. That's what happens when you walk away from the Lord and stop abiding in him, and stop seeking the truth. You inherently start falling into sin. Your convictions start to disappear, and the demons just come and grab a hold of your life. So somewhere along the line, when I'm about 15, 16 years old in here, and I'm doing these drugs and drinking and all this junk,
Wow.
I get introduced to like paranormal ghost hunter TV shows and YouTube videos and things of this nature. And so I've got this interest in the paranormal now. And so I'm making dowsing rods, and I'm trying to talk with spirits, and I'm trying to talk with spirits and trying to photograph spirits, and all of this stuff. And I was getting results. Things were moving these rods around a bit. I was catching like photos on my old potato camera phone that had like, you know, some faces appearing in the background and stuff. So I'm getting involved in this, and my interest in the paranormal continued to grow. Around the time that I'm about to graduate high school, which looking back on it, I'm not even sure how I graduated high school, having skipped so many classes and failed so many classes and being so high all the time. But I'm driving around one day with my friend.
Yo,
He
what's
was my
up,
best friend
Carlupia?
at the time.
Hello, sir. How
And
are you
this
doing?
was
Pretty good.
maybe
Good
4
morning. How are
o'clock,
you?
5 o'clock in the
Just
afternoon
here
on a sunny
chilling,
day in Wisconsin.
listening
At
to
And
devanch.kalupia.
we're just
listening to
smoking a
videos.
joint,
Said,
and we're driving this
man, you look like a
we
hacker.
called it our cruise
Ah.
route, and it was maybe a 20
Thanks,
mile
bro. No,
back
but
road
I'll take
trip
that as a
around
compliment.
the outside of our city where there's these rolling
But
hills.
yeah,
and
nah, it's
it was
just
a pretty
At
it's my
drive, and
setup.
there wasn't many
devanch.kalupia.
cars out there because it's in the
Said,
middle of the
good,
backwoods,
good.
Wisconsin.
All right,
And
excellent.
so we
That's
would
good.
drive
God
around and
bless
smoke
you.
our joints.
I'm listening
Well,
to
we come around
this
this corner,
guy
and
that
in
was
broad
messing with the
daylight,
paranormal.
about 4 or 5 in the afternoon on a nice sunny day, here's
I
5
just
UFOs.
I'm just kind of tired. I don't feel like playing for a bit, but I'll play later with you. What time are you hopping on? And then I was just listening to this video. I didn't even feel like editing any videos. I haven't got anything lately very good that you can count worthy of a clip. But I was just listening to this podcast. I've never heard of this guy, but I already know what he's talking about. It's nothing new. I mean, there's just some things that he mentioned that obviously you're not supposed to do, but he got some really good results with the paranormal. Like I don't know how he was able to catch or some kind of entities or faces where there's nobody. It's just you and you're taking pictures and you catch faces
in the sky. five
Let me go back.
bright yellow lights. Cool.
Let's see what he
Having
was saying.
skipped so many classes, and
Hope
I
you're
was
having a
getting
wonderful
results.
day.
Things
What you
were moving
eat?
these rods around a bit. I was catching like photos on my old potato camera phone
At
that had like
devanch.kalupia. Said, weird stuff.
Weird stuff. What? Overlord's watching you. People don't like it when you
At
say the truth.
devanch.kalupia. Said,
Yes.
no, I don't have dinner today, only chips and Coke.
Really? Why is that? Oh man, I can't drink Coke.
some
I can't drink
faces
soda.
appearing in the background and stuff. So I'm getting involved in this.
I can have
and
some sugar, but not soda.
My interest in the paranormal continued to grow.
Just a little bit of sugar.
Around the time that I'm about to graduate high school,
But I can have like
which,
honey, regular honey.
Looking back on it, I'm not
That's
even
what I'm
sure
having.
how I graduated high school, having skipped so many classes and failed so many classes and being so high all the time. But I'm driving.
Yeah, I don't get it. And I went to all my classes, but I didn't turn in my homework because I didn't know half of the stuff. But yeah, I just couldn't learn growing up. I don't know why I couldn't learn. I couldn't memorize stuff. I still have problems with my memory. Sometimes I forget stuff.
Driving around one day with my friend. He was my best friend.
I think it has to do because I was dying when I was being born.
This was maybe 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the afternoon on a sunny day in Wisconsin. And we're just smoking a joint and we're driving this, we called it our cruise route. And it was maybe a 20-mile back road trip around the outside of our city where there's these rolling hills, and it was a pretty drive, and there wasn't many cars out there because it's in the middle of the backwoods, Wisconsin. And so we would drive around and smoke our joints.
Man, that's
well, we come around this corner, and in broad daylight, about 4 or 5 in the afternoon on a nice sunny day, here's 5 UFOs in the sky. 5 bright yellow lights, kind of in a pyramid shape. 3 on the bottom, 2 right above it, but it wasn't a perfect pyramid.
when they're white orbs or some kind of orbs that are flashing and hovering. It's not UFOs. It's demonic, real spirits. They're just demonic entities. They're appearing onto him. They don't appear just to anybody. You have to be very, very occultish or some kind of way that you're just like out of God's life. I mean, God is not in your life, so that's how they appear to you. It's usually those kinds. That's what paranormal stuff happened to me when I was very, very far away from God.
There was not one on the top. And him and I both look at each other and we say some explicit words. Say, what the F are we looking at? And we looked at each other and we looked at this thing and we spent a good minute staring at this. And these lights disappeared one after another. And I think a couple of them on the bottom like flashed a few times after they disappeared. They flashed. Well, I already had an interest in the paranormal at this time. So I began now looking into the UFO and alien phenomenon. And this piqued my interest. And this was maybe like 2016. It was right around when I graduated high school.
Okay.
So did you have something to say?
That's what I was just going to ask you. Like what years? So yeah, you've got Ancient Aliens is on TV and all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah, I
Around-
never really
around
got
that
into
time?
the Ancient Aliens too much.
I did
but,
before that was
there was
popular.
there was some
Before that show existed.
decent footage of, you know, like some military footage and some civilian footage of UFOs at the time.
Yep,
but it's
nobody on
nothing
YouTube.
like the
When I'm
footage
talking about
that's
the
out
real
there
truth,
today.
nobody likes
I
to
mean,
hear
today
that.
you could watch hours and
Why
hours
did
of
everybody
content.
leave?
But at that time, I exhausted all the content in like, you know, relatively short amount of time. But I was reading people's testimonies about seeing these things. I was looking at all the photos and videos I could see. And I believed in it because I had just seen it
Right.
with an eyewitness sitting next to me. We saw these things.
Hmm.
And I remember for weeks after that, when I would go out on those roads, I would look up to try to see them again. And when I had new people in the car, I would say, me and so-and-so saw 5 UFOs right here, right,
When
broad
they're
daylight. We
physical
both saw
objects,
them
those are
right here. And
created by either human,
anyways,
the government or some
so
other
I had
entities.
this interest that was piqued, and I was interested for a season, a short season, I don't know, a couple weeks, maybe a month or two. I was really looking at this content, but there really wasn't too much content at the time. Well, some time goes on and I graduate high school and I'm working in a factory. I'm working in a medical factory where we made medical devices. We made like generic versions of EpiPens and stuff. And so I'm making, for someone 18 years old in 2016, 2017, around there, I'm making like pretty good money for my age. And so I had a lot of money to spend on drugs. And so I'm just high all the time. But I was also miserable. I was so depressed and I was just so depressed at the time. Well, I want to change a pace in my life. I want to be more sober. As a matter of fact, I kind of wanted to join the military. And my dad had remarried at the time, and he was living on the other side of the state.
At
And
devanch.carlupia
his wife was like,
said,
Yo, what's up, bro?
I am more into underwater creatures or underwater stuff.
Have you ever heard of a Leviathan? Here, I'll put a video for you. Hold on. Let me create a new tab. This is in the Bible.
At devanch.carlupia
I know you heard of it.
said, yes.
Yeah, God created it and it's still alive, and it says that creature, no one can kill it. Nobody can destroy it, not even God. I mean, but it's its pet. It's his personal pet. the creator created this. I don't know. Let me just look at this one. This is cool. Let me just look at this video. Since you like it. Let's see what these dudes have to say about it. Thanks for joining in, bro. I used to like that Back to the Future car so much.
All right, welcome back to Blurry Creatures.
I wanted to be like Indiana Jones because that was he was like my hero growing up. Growing up as a kid when I was like 10, 12, 13, until I grew up. But until I figured out the movies were a cult. They have to do with like the supernatural and God and the devil, etc., etc. But it has to do with magic and all that stuff. But I like all three of them. But the one that always captured me, and I wondered if it was true, was the one that took place in India with the Temple of Doom. I always asked everybody, was that real? Like, when I ever see an Indian, I would ask, is the Temple of Doom real in India? What's the Bangkok Palace? That's a real place, though. But yeah, I wanted to be like Indiana Jones and find all the great mysteries of the world. That's why I'm a very curious person.
Excited today, Doug. We started
just a little background
podcast talking about ancient stuff with you back in the day when we were just talking on Zoom, and now we're here live in the flesh in the studio. Welcome, Doug Van Dorn. It feels exciting to kind of have these long friendships with some of the original guests on our show, and we're actually here.
You made it very retro.
In the blurry basement. How does it feel?
And it's a surreal feeling, surrounded by everything I grew up with.
Yeah. What were you doing in the 80s, Doug?
I was going to high school and junior high.
Oh, I think that was the time to be alive.
That was like I was at the perfect point in life.
Did you have
right
a mullet,
there.
a jean jacket?
I had no mullet.
Did you have a Trans Am?
I did. I had a 60 Impala.
Okay.
Let's go. I love that. That's fantastic. Well, Doug, it's been fun. It's you start like Nate was saying, you started with us real early on. Like soon we got into biblical giants, went from Bigfoot into the sort of the biblical giant space. Of course, you have an amazing book. People still, is still really one of the major books in this space that people talk about and return to when we're talking about giants in the Old Testament. We've done a number of episodes with you. It's
you guys have giants, right?
The Rings
in
of
your
Revelation,
culture?
which is your latest book, to Wandering Stars.
Demons. We did demonology a bunch with. We did.
Episode 100.
All right, these guys know what they're talking about.
The Prince of Darkness. We did one on Satan.
Yeah.
But today
At
we are going to talk about the Chaos Dragon.
Said. Yap.
Yeah, of course. Every nation, every ancient culture has giants. There's none that did not.
We're going to talk about Leviathan. This is Blurry Creatures, and while that's a wide lane for us often, as in Blurry Creatures of the Bible. We did this with you at BlurryCon. I believe the first BlurryCon.
Yeah.
We talked about all the Blurry Creatures of the Bible.
This is my kind of show.
Pops up, and people talk about whether it be in the context of believing there's a dinosaur or it's allegory. Regardless, we have not addressed or talked about the Chaos Dragon.
One of the things we find is that it's usually all the above, Doug. There's usually not one easy answer to any of these things.
You just read my mind, buddy.
Okay, let's go. So where do we start with this?
All right. So like this is going to go some wild places I don't think you're expecting.
This is the place for it, Doug. Yeah.
So
as you know,
why don't we just start tame, at least for like kind of the evangelical Christian sort of crowd, which is really just Leviathan as a dinosaur. Okay. Right. So I think this is what a lot of people think. If you go and read the scholarship, it comes from Job chapter 41. That's the place he's the best known. And you go and read the scholarship and they're like, well, this is probably just a crocodile or something like that.
Yeah.
Which makes no sense to me whatsoever. So it's worth reading a little bit of it.
Yeah.
Job 41 verse 1, can you draw out Leviathan with a fishhook? Or press down his tongue with a cord? Can you put a rope in his nose or pierce his jaw with a hook? Will he make many pleas to you? Will he speak to you soft words? It's sort of like Bilbo meeting Smaug, right? Yeah. Like when you read the whole thing here, he's got these like tight scales. He's breathing fire out of his nose. And the thing about this, to me, that's the wildest is that it's coming in a list of animals that everybody believes are real animals until you get to Behemoth, which is the guy right before this. And then you get to Leviathan, who's kind of like the apex of the whole thing. So on one level, you have this list of creatures that end in something that main scholars are like, well, it couldn't possibly be a dragon. Right. So it's got to be something we're familiar with. Or you just have people go, well, it's sort of allegorical. It's exactly the way you started the show. And so to me, I personally think that there's possibly validity. Like, I'm not going to die on a hill for it, that this could be referencing some sort of sea creature.
Yeah.
Just like I think Behemoth could be referencing some sort of dinosaur. Like, I don't personally have a problem that dinosaurs walked with men.
Yeah.
And you guys have talked to people that have, talked about the dinosaur footprints with the human footprints down in Texas. Have you ever heard the story of Machillimabumbo?
So the Congo?
Yeah,
dinosaur?
the Congo dinosaur.
Do you know it well? Tell it. 'Cause
I
I've
don't know
only
it
heard
very well.
sort of,
It's been many years, and I couldn't find the tape to go listen to. But back in the 80s, I heard this tape of this guy who went down with a crew to the Congo, and they had heard about Machillimabumbo. He who stops the flow of rivers.
Yeah.
That's what his name means.
Oh, I've heard of that.
And so then the story goes that they actually saw him, and somebody took a picture, but the camera, the film didn't work, or it was blurry, or whatever.
Of course. I think. Quick question to start this off. Is Satan Leviathan, or is Leviathan its own thing?
That's the $1 million question. So, like, on one level, you have that he is
Satan
it's
is
possibly dinosaur thing.
One separate thing from
to me,
that.
that's interesting, but it's not the most interesting.
This is a physical creature.
The second thing that Leviathan is usually talked about is some sort of chaos monster. And so he's a metaphorical representative of chaos. Now, I don't know if you guys know this, but if you know your Greek pantheon of gods,
I know my Greek, though.
You go back to Zeus, and then you find out he had a father, Kronos, and then you find out he had a father, Uranos, which means heaven.
Yeah.
Well, there's only a couple more layers back, and then you get to the ultimate first cause in Greek mythology, and it's chaos. That's what they call it. It's a god called Chaos. Now, Chaos gives birth to all these kind of primordial deities. One of them is Oceanus, and Oceanus might come up again later in our discussion. A lot of people think of him as like a river god or a sea god, but there's reasons to think that he might actually represent the ultimate form of chaos, which started off all Greek thinking.
Yeah.
Which is like, so we're right around what Leviathan would be when you start. As soon as you say chaos, the chaos monster, and if chaos is the first god, like, there's something going on there.
Well, it reminds me of like the Enuma Elish, right? We've talked about sort of the Sumerian creation story where in that pantheon, the serpent is the creator god, right? You sort of have this
Luke's favorite animal.
return.
Just loves the snake.
Oh, dude, yes. Snake. No, but I wanted to go back to what you said real quick, because I think this is an interesting idea that as we start in Job 38. We've got a long list of animals, and I can give you a few here just because it's interesting. The lioness, the raven. We've got, and we get into 39, we have the doe, bear. We have a wild donkey. We have an ostrich, a horse, a hawk. And you kind of run through the pantheon of these animals, and then it ends up with Behemoth and Leviathan, which is interesting, right? At the very least, that like,
why would you put fake creatures that don't have any reality right after a list of well-known creatures that do?
Yeah.
I don't understand. That makes no sense to me.
So one thing I think we do here, though, is we kind of combine a lot of the strange other paranormal ideas that happen along with trying to explore some of the reality of some of these creatures. Like, as we've asked so many people about what are your thoughts on Bigfoot, the wide variety of answers are bizarre. and you have to have sort of a prerequisite knowledge to even entertain some of the other ideas. He's an animal. Okay, that's basic. That was the first year of Blurry Creatures.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's some remnant animal.
Right.
And then 5 years in, we hear stories of like, it's a rental suit. And you're like, okay, like in order to entertain some of these ideas about maybe these creatures like Leviathan, you have to kind of open your mind up to the possibility that all things could be happening at once. It could be a spirit, it could be an elemental spirit, and a dragon and some sort of other paranormal thing all at the same time. And I think that's why Blurry Creatures is such a space to explore these ideas, because as our listeners have come along the road with us and opened their minds to the possibilities of these creatures, what then, with that in mind, can we explore like some of the weirder possibilities of Leviathan? Okay.
Yeah. So first place I think you should start, biblically speaking, would be Revelation.
Yeah.
Okay.
course,
So Revelation chapter 12, verse
That's my
9,
favorite part.
which is actually the very center of the literary structure of the book, talks about the devil and Satan, and then it calls him a serpent and the dragon. So he's got 4 titles there.
Yeah.
And then in chapter 20, it repeats it in verse 2 with these same exact 4 titles. And the only 2 places that you ever see that are in those 2 verses. So Satan, the devil, the serpent, and the dragon are all identified as the same thing in those verses. So the serpent, pretty easy. That takes you back to Genesis chapter 3. But what is the root of taking you to the dragon? Where would he get that idea from?
Job 40 would be
maybe, but there's other places that you can go to as well. So here's kind of, this is a key verse that people need to know about with
Very
regard
interesting.
to Leviathan. So this is Isaiah 27, verse 1. And it says, "In that day, the Lord with his hard and great and strong sword will punish Leviathan, the fleeing serpent." And in the Greek, the Leviathan, which in Hebrew, that's just that's levitan. I mean, that's what the Hebrew word is. But in the Greek, it's drakon. And that's the same word that John is using in Revelation. So it says, it's a prophecy of sometime in the future to Isaiah. "In that day, the Lord with his hard and great and strong sword will punish Leviathan, the fleeing serpent, Leviathan, the twisting serpent, and he will slay the dragon that's in the sea."
Interesting.
And I think, and I'm not the only one, that is actually the root of where John is getting his connection to Satan with the dragon.
Ever wonder why we can't find Bigfoot? Maybe he switched to Mint Mobile. He's got unlimited talk, text, and web for $15 a month. He doesn't need to hide in the woods waiting for better cell reception. He's streaming. And maybe he's talking to FaceTime with Mothman. What do you think, Luke?
Well, yeah, with the service that Mint Mobile provides, he would be FaceTiming with Mothman. And if you want to have great service at a low price, Mint Mobile is offering unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month. That's the best deal of the year. And maybe the only holiday gift you can give to the cryptid in your life.
That's right. You can get 3, 6, or 12-month unlimited plans for $15 a month. All Mint Mobile plans come with high-speed data, unlimited talk, text, and web on the nation's largest 5G network. And you can bring your current phone number over to Mint Mobile, and there's no contracts.
We use Mint Mobile, and you should too. The service is fantastic. Dr. Judd Burton, we even find him out in the middle of nowhere, Texas. We connect with unbelievable clarity so we can hear every dulcet tone of that guy's voice.
That's right. Back in the 80s when your wireless service wasn't very good, this service is on the best network, and it's the best you can. It's crisp and clear, and you could be saving a lot with Mint Mobile.
So this year, don't get your favorite person Bigfoot socks. We get them a better gift. Premium wireless for $15 a month. Shop unlimited plans at mintmobile.com/blurry. That's mintmobile.com/blurry. Limited time offer, upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required, $15 a month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 35 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. Capable device required. Availability, speed, and coverage varies. See mintmobile.com.
So you think there's actual... some sort of actual dragon creature that might have existed that's associated with the sea? Or, Doug, and this is where I'm at with our podcast a lot of times when we have explanations, is could Satan be astral projecting into these different creatures and living in them for a time? Because I think that's what happens in the garden, personally. Like, did Satan take over the body of a snake? Like, demons take over our bodies, right?
Yeah.
And so why wouldn't they rent sort of the rental idea?
Yeah, that's a weird idea. Like,
can
'cause
shapeshift.
Satan,
That's
he
from what I
enters
understand they do.
into Judas, right?
Yeah.
So what does that mean? And so I don't, we've talked many times about how I don't think Satan is a demon. He's a fallen angel, so he has a body. So what does it mean for him to enter it? Well, I guess maybe I never thought about some sort of astral projection into him.
Well, if Eden was protected and they couldn't get in, maybe he could get into a snake, take over his body, get in, and that's where you get this whole talking serpent.
Yeah.
And then the rationalist will say, "Oh, it's all metaphor. That didn't happen." And then the spiritualist is like, "Well, yeah, it was a talking snake." But like a blurrier version would be like, "It was a possessed snake," and that's how, kind of combining all these things.
Well, Blurry would say maybe.
Maybe.
Not saying
Yeah,
that's what
But
it
like
is.
people who are here could understand how that's possible.
Yeah. No, I don't think that that's not possible. I tend to take Mike Heiser's view of what the serpent is, which is that it's not a talking snake, but it's a watcher. And the watchers are described as reptilian.
A serpentine.
Yeah, serpentine.
Which is
And
also
so-
on the table,
yeah.
but I think that's a better realm to have the discussion in.
Yeah, I mean, they're both plausible to me. But it makes more sense to me, I guess, to think, except for the one thing about it is the Balaam story with the donkey. Like, what's a donkey talking for? So,
in my culture, snakes are secret only one species.
Yeah, I looked at a video about that.
Said King Cobra.
King Cobra. It's just you look at it sacred, but remember, animals are created by God, so we could take care of them. That was the whole purpose.
I mean, I guess I have it in my worldview that
Because the second commandment is not to.
But to me, it just makes more sense
worship
than
anything
Nahash, that serpent
or anyone
is actually a watcher who's an angelic being who actually talks.
Yeah,
and like we do.
Well, because we've interviewed people in the astral projection, lucid dreaming space who will take over an animal.
Yeah.
They'll say, "I was flying as an eagle and I was seeing through the
It's
eagle's
like Game of Thrones,
eye."
right? It's like Bran and the Raven.
So if you're like, is Satan's a seraphim?
I'm going to show you something real quick after this
Technically, is he
video.
that
Well,
class of
seraphim is
angel?
just a.
They go
that's
very
just a
long
word
into
that
it.
tells you a function of what
Hour
it
and a
does.
half.
So it's a guardian.
Okay.
But
So I mean, if he gets bored, project into some animal.
they're just playing with ideas that are true. I mean, none of that stuff that they're talking about, it's fake. It's all true, but they don't have the right concept of what's going on, really. But they're exploring. They're just wondering what's real. What if it's real? They're just coming up with ideas from different concepts. But I understand what they're doing. There's nothing wrong, but the creature is real, and it's a physical being. But they're just wondering. Yeah, it does create chaos, but it's not. It lives in the deepest part of the ocean, and it doesn't come out. It's extremely rare, from what I understand. I can't remember who was teaching me about this, where, but it was someone that was using the Bible to explain everything, and obviously it's there. But yeah, it's in the book of Job, and I can't remember what's the other one, but basically nobody can defeat the animal, not even God can destroy it because it's his creation.
With something. If he's trapped here, right? Like what? Yeah. I just want to bring that part into discussion as to why maybe the ancients would refer to him as a dragon and a serpent.
What about this though? I mean, you're probably gonna. I don't want to skip ahead, Doug, but like we know that based on the works of Jesus, and I'm sure you'll get to this, but like when the demoniac they cast the demons out, and the pigs go into the water. Water is a place of chaos.
Right.
The demons in that cosmology, the ancient the demons. It lived. Their place of abode was chaos. So then, sort of from that understanding, then the king of chaos would be this chaos dragon, right? This formidable beast from the sea, right?
Yeah.
In understanding the way that they had that worldview. So I don't want to. I'm sure you'll probably get to some of that.
I mean, we could talk about that. I wasn't thinking about it, but I mean, it's fascinating because the whole sea idea is really you have to add into your mind there what Sheol is,
right?
And Sheol is the Hebrew equivalent of Hades, and so it's this underwater realm that seems to be surrounded by water itself. And then it's a dry land that you go to, and it's got all these compartments and places that you go, just like any country would. And but there's a guardian of that who's swimming around outside of Hades, who is Leviathan. That's really, I think, the picture of it. You know, I don't know if you've read Brian Godawa's book on I think it's his Noah book. No, it's his Jesus book, Jesus Triumphant, his 7th book in the Chronicles of the Nephilim. He has Jesus when he walks on the water. He's actually riding the back of the Leviathan. He's standing on, like he's tamed the Leviathan.
Now they're blaspheming.
And so he's riding him. And that's the whole idea of Jesus is mastering the storm.
Right.
And he's mastering the gods who are the chaos gods.
So for those like
listening
for the first time, Sheol
symbolically
is the Hebrew version. Hades
of
is
Hades.
the Greek version.
Yeah, Greek is,
and that's like the underworld.
But it says there he was walking on water, not walking on some creature's back.
At the very least, conceptually, that's exactly what it is. Whether or not they thought about it more literally, I don't have a problem if they did.
Which I like because it's kind of a combination of physical, a place inside the earth, but also like a spiritual prison. So there's this.
All right, so these guys are just playing with ideas. They're not really getting to like the point of what really the creature is, bro. All right, I was gonna show you something here. Let me just go to my history. It's very, very important. I don't know if you've seen this video, but it's about this Hindu girl that was talking about your country. She's from India. Let's see if I come across it again. I don't know where. Oh, there it is. I didn't finish watching.
71 kilograms. That's how much plastic garbage was found in the stomach of a pregnant cow in India.
Said. Now they are talking crazy things.
No, they're not talking crazy things. Those are all real things. They're just playing with the idea.
Devansh.Kalupia. Said. Yap.
They're just, that's not crazy things. It sounds crazy to you because you haven't studied it for a long time, but I've studied such a long time because they are talking about real things. Those are things in the Bible, and those are real things in real physical world. But I wanted to show you something that, like, this girl was
talking. Literally feed the entire population of Bihar for one food worth over 92,000 crore rupees. To put that in perspective, that amount could literally feed the entire population of Bihar for one full year.
I like all the logical things she was saying.
People in our country suffer from malnutrition. We call farmers Annadata, the food givers. Politicians touch their feet, but over 296,000 farmers committed suicide between 1995 and 2013.
Suicide is the #1 rate of killing next to cancer in the world. Besides the violence, I mean, like by
in 2022 alone, over 11,000 farmer deaths were recorded. And animals.
Suicide rate in the USA is #2.
You'll find almost every animal you can think of in some Indian temple or the other. From snakes to elephants, we worship.
Said. Know the part of riding Leviathan.
Oh, the part of that was just like a symbolic thing that somebody said. I mean, in theory, symbolically, I mean, he did dominate the seas according to the scripture because he would control the waters and control the storms, and that's how in that same scripture where he's walking on water, he stopped the storm before. No, that was a different passage.
At Devansh.Kalupia. Said. True.
Okay, so Let's see.
Them all. But look at this video. This is from Naga Panchami in Bihar. Is this really how we worship snakes? By catching them, hurting them, all in the name of devotion? And how did they even find so many snakes in the first place? And you already know the condition of cows in our cities. In Lucknow alone, 1,000 cows die every year from eating plastic waste. Their postmortem shows 50 to 60 kilos of garbage inside their stomachs. And now women.
So what do you think, bro?
We call them goddesses, Durga, Lakshmi, Saraswati. We touch their feet as mothers, sisters and wives. But just look around, India still remains one of the most unsafe countries for women. Everyday headlines talk about assaults, harassment and domestic abuse. Just see the pattern. Everything.
Okay, so let's see if my comments are still there. No, they're gone. I put some comments on there, but I'm shadow banned. I can't comment because I always say the truth. My comments get deleted no matter where, what. See, they're all gone. I put lots of comments and they're gone.
At devansh.karlupia said, pure facts.
Yeah, so that's what I was trying to say. So they're breaking, I mean, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying what the truth is. We only have 10 fingers, so God gave us 10 commandments. And the second commandment, I think he puts it from the most important to the least important. But the first one is to love God over all things. So you're supposed to love God over your family, your mom, your wife, etc., your materials, the things you have. The second one is to not worship anything of this world or anything in the water or in the air, or you cannot create anything out of air or water or dirt to create something to worship. So you can't worship anything besides just pray to God, to the Creator. So that's the thing that you guys are doing. The complete, like India is like the biggest country that next to Brazil and Mexico. I think those are the biggest countries that are doing completely opposite, or next to Africa too. But those are like the biggest countries that are doing. Oh yeah, there's some Asian ones that are doing the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same things, but in different. It just looks different, but it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just breaking all the commandments, especially worshiping idols and all these, or animals, which they do in these cultures.
Everything we call holy, rivers, food, forest, animal, even women, is what we end up hurting the most. Everything we worship is also everything we are destroying.
So
now let's look outside India for a second. Japan does not have a Ganga Mata. They don't call their rivers goddesses, but their tap water in Tokyo, the capital city, is so clean that you can literally drink it straight from the faucet because they tested for over 290 safety parameters. Back in the 1960s and 70s, even Japan's rivers were horribly polluted during the industrial boom, but they did not pray to clean them. They passed very strict environmental laws.
So let me show you the same cult. You're gonna recognize this. It looks like your country, but this is Mexico.
Said, but they are in a different region of India. Even I don't know about that.
Well, it's the same thing. It's the practice is the same thing. You're still practicing it, no matter what happens. No matter what happens in any place of the earth, is what you do. It's your actions that count more. Well, your words count more and your thoughts count more than your actions, but your actions are what determine all that. But what I was going to say, in Mexico, they do the same thing where they, how do you say, they march with these giant statues. Let me see if I can find it. I don't know what they call them. I don't even know what they're called, but they walk around with these giant statues. So that's what they do. And you're not supposed to do that. Dude, that looks like the KKK, bro. Look at that. So yeah, you're not supposed to do that, but they do that in Mexico. And that's nothing to do with Christian values or nothing to do with God. That does not have to do that looks like the KKK worshiping Satan. Even that's supposed to represent Christ, but you're not supposed to do that. It says there in the second commandment. So it just breaks. So I don't know. These are just different.
Today, my mom told me she.
That's what the algorithm wants me to see because I'm talking about a lot of. Yeah. So these are I don't know what they're called, but that's just so evil, bro. That looks more evil than dude. That thing looks more evil than. Yeah, that's so evil, bro. I've never seen that video before, but they do that, bro, and that's very evil. Well, that breaks the second commandment. You know, you're not supposed to worship God like that. But yeah. And obviously they have a bigger one that they worship this one as well. They have like giant statues. Obviously that's a different one. Yeah, they even have a prayer to that God. I'm gonna block this. I don't ever want to see this. So
At devanch.carlupia said, at least the music is good.
yeah, it sounds good, but it's not good. Yeah, because you're not supposed to. You're supposed to sing, but music they've taken it way out of proportion. And so yeah, bro. So that's the thing that the way they're doing those things or whatever's happening with that's a cultish. Not supposed to do that.
At devanch.carlupia said, search my city Jammu.
All right, let's look at your city Jammu. Let's see. Is that how you? I don't know how you spell it. Jammu is. There's the Jammu with double M-U. I don't know how to spell it. Oh, Jammu. Okay. So it is. What happened here? All right, let's turn it on the sound. That looks like South America. Okay. Let's go back. Okay, so it's Jammu, so yeah. Let's see. Let's check it out. Let's check out this one. Oh, come on, buddy. Why is the audio started muted? Oh, it's just one little minute video, but sure, bro. Yeah, that looks like South America, bro. Exactly like South America.
At devanch.carlupia said, exact place where are living. At devanch.carlupia said, face with tears of joy, face with tears of joy.
So you're more, I guess, far away from civilization. That looks like South America. So nice. It's very beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's go back and check out what else. There's something that was 8 hours ago. Let's see what's the news. I'm just gonna go.
At devanch.carlupia said, yes, it's divided into parts.
Okay, I see. So you're not that very ritualistic, crazy like that with the dancing with the snakes and dancing with other stuff. There's some other crazier videos I've seen about the ones in Mexico. They look like the whole street.
At devanch.carlupia said, one is fully furnished everything and one is plain mountain green tree.
Okay. I guess they're...
At devanch.carlupia said, no face with tears of joy.
Okay, I see, that's why. So right now they're just talking about the... there's a war, I guess, maybe because of Pakistan. Let's see what they have to say. I just want to see.
Jammu and Kashmir is a vast region. It needs a large logistical chain to keep the armed forces running. The Air Force plays the biggest role in this. In the mountains, transport aircraft are at the pinnacle of the logistical chain.
Okay.
Helicopters and cargo lifters are the lifeline for ground forces, particularly on the icy battlefield of Siachen and the brutally cold areas of eastern Ladakh. From airlifting tanks and artillery guns to flying in supplies and letters to soldiers from their loved ones, the transport fleet of the Indian Air Force plays a vital role in Jammu and Kashmir. Watch the full episode of From the Frontline on First Post.
Interesting.
At devanch.carlupia said, yes, we are
The
close
city of
to the
Jammu
border
is
of Pakistan.
I see.
filled with beautiful temples and sites, and in this video I'm going to be showing you all of them.
It's 12 minutes, not bad. The music is very loud. It was well made. I don't like CapCut that their audio is very bad. It's like very low. But whatever.
Hi everyone and welcome to Sugar Spice Nice. My name is Shweta and in this video I'm taking you with me to spend a day in Jammu. I left my hotel at about 8:39 in the morning and the first place that I'm heading to is for a good breakfast.
Is that where you work at, bro?
And I saw on Google that it has some 10,000 reviews. So I thought of coming here and seeing what the fuss is all about. Let's go inside and get a smashing Punjabi breakfast.
Oh man.
This is what the store looks like. There are standing tables.
I got hungry.
There seems to be a lot of local crowd as well, which is always a good sign. Punjabi snacks, dhokla, pav bhaji, rajma chawal, kulche. I think they have it all. One thing that I saw on many tables and was also recommended to me was the chole bhature. The other
At
thing was the chaat. So this is
devanch.carlupia
what I'm ordering.
said,
Hey, that looks good.
sorry we don't have proper sound engineers face with tears of joy.
It's okay. No, I'm saying the CapCut is not good. No, I'm saying their audio is very good. The video was well made.
The papri chaat comes with papris and also dahi bhalla.
Hey,
And
that looks
then,
good.
of course, there's a
At
medley of
Not bad,
chutneys,
but I don't know what it is.
chutney, the
said.
tamarind chutney, and also
Yeah,
there's
face
some
with
yogurt
tears
on
of
top.
joy,
Since
face
it's
with tears
Navratri
of
right
joy.
now, they're not adding onions to it. They're adding cabbage. I think the chaat was exceptional in terms of flavor. The chutneys were so on point, and even the texture of the papris along with that softness of dahi bhalla was just amazing. I don't think I've enjoyed chaat so much in a long time, so I totally recommend their chaat here.
Okay. Is that like some kind of bread?
This is what their plate of chole bhature looks like. The bhature are a decent size. I mean, you don't get overwhelmed looking at them. They're definitely something that one can finish. And this is chole. This is aloo, and then there's pickle and salad on the side. For salad
Wow,
also,
very
they
interesting.
haven't given onion. They've given radish instead. The chola has a very peculiar flavor of clove, and it's a very, very overpowering flavor. In fact, you can't feel the other masalas as much as you can feel the clove, and also probably a little bit of badi elaichi. The star in this whole plate is actually this aloo sabzi. Now this is dahi wale aloo, potatoes made
I
in
will
a
have
little
to
bit
try
of a
it to
yogurt
see
gravy.
if I like it or
Stuffed
not.
with methi
If it's well
and
made.
Greek leaves on top, and it
Okay, it
is
doesn't
just
matter
such a good flavor. A little bit of that
what it
sourness
is.
from
It's
yogurt,
just
but the
if it's
flavor
well
of
made.
methi with potato is just something that I absolutely love. Both of these together cost me 250 rupees. It's a very, very reasonably priced place.
That kind of looks like Peru, bro. Like South America. Except for the letters and
It's a
the
very, very famous Kali temple
colors
here, and
and
you
the
can figure that
statue.
from the buzz around
But
me. This is Bave Wali Mata or Kali Mandir. Let's go. As soon as you're approaching the temple, you'll see bustling
half the
bazaars,
colors.
and they're selling prasad that you can offer
It
to the
always looks
deity. A
bright
lot of
like that.
jewelry, food stalls, mehndi application and cones. Apparently, it's a thing here. Phones, any kind of electronics in fact are not allowed inside the temple. There is a deposit box. A lot of people do deposit their items, but it somehow doesn't seem the most safest. It is recommended that you have a dupatta on your head, but even if you don't, as long as you're behaving in a disciplined way, I think it's okay. It is claimed that the temple was built during the 8th or the 9th century, but I think with the upkeep and all, it's looking pretty good even now. There is a main idol of goddess Kali, but there are also smaller idols of other deities as well, including Mata Vaishno Devi, Radha Krishna, Sai Baba.
Said. 5 minutes away from my home.
oh, you're 5 minutes away from there. Okay, that's very nice. That's cool, bro.
Hanumanji, Shiv Parvati ji, and others. Usually the temple does get crowded, but when I went, the crowd was fast moving. Monkeys are everywhere around the temple, so definitely be careful when it comes to showing and eating publicly your food and other items. I didn't quite stop at any of these markets apart from having some coconut water because it was a really, really hot afternoon. The coconut water was overpriced, 80 rupees per piece, but you gotta pay when you need it the most, right? When you come a little bit ahead of the temple, you will come across the Bahu Fort, and right opposite that is the Bage Bahu entry ticket counter. The entry ticket here costs 30 rupees per person, and that gives you access to the whole of the park. This is basically a forest area that surrounds the fort, and now it's been developed into a very well laid out park. This is basically a huge garden. There are a few steps, and then you get to see another viewpoint. Then again, there are a few more steps, and then you get to see a much better viewpoint. And in the season of bloom and all, there are a lot of flowers. Now also it's almost summer, so the flowers are a little lesser. But on a good day, probably during sunset, I think this place would be really, really beautiful. So let me just walk around and show you.
We have
From
something
different parts
similar,
of
but
this
it's
garden, you can get a good view of a part of the
yeah,
city, and
with the
it is
same
very
thing,
popular
same
amongst
concept.
visitors as
They have
well
a
as
castle.
locals. Jammu is a city of temples, and now I'm taking you to one more temple here, which is the Raghunath Mandir. Let's go. I think Raghunath Ji temple is one of the most unique temples I've seen, not just in Jammu but throughout India. The number of shrines inside, the number of murtis, idols, and so many different deities, which earlier I've probably not seen in a temple form, but here they do have their own shrine. But the presiding deity is Ram, also known as Raghunath Ji. All the towers of the mandir have gold-plated spires, and it was constructed by the first Dogra ruler Maharaja Gulab Singh in the year 1835. Very distinct feature which is present throughout the temple is the stucco-style embellishments built with brick masonry, and I would say take the time out to go around throughout and enter the different shrines so that you get an idea of how unique this place is. In this temple, one has to keep their belongings
It looks
outside.
cool.
Strangely, electronics like phones and all can be carried inside.
I like
but if you're
that.
carrying
I
a large
like
handbag,
this.
strangely,
The architect.
electronics like
I like all kinds of architecture, but I like that right there. That white dome right there. It doesn't look like a dome, but we'll just call it a dome.
phones and all can be carried inside.
But I
if
like
you're
all
carrying a
the
large handbag, then
architecture.
you have to keep it outside. They do have proper safety deposit lockers, and they give you the key and
Even
stuff
though
for
it's
that,
not
and also
the
a
best
receipt.
quality,
and the cost for
but
that is a nominal 20
I know
rupee
it's
fee.
kind of
There's
old,
also a
but
place inside to keep your shoes and all, and that is free of
okay.
charge.
I still like looking at it.
This temple is in a very, very buzzing part of the city, and right outside is the Raghunath market. And this market is like a local spot because there are a lot of shops which are selling so many different items. So basic needs, home needs, kitchen needs, clothes, food
Is that where you
places,
work at,
they're
bro?
all here around the market. In the evening, this gets
Jeez.
really crowded and buzzing as well.
Hey, McDonald's.
I saw on Google Maps that very close to Raghunath Mandir was a McDonald's outlet. I thought it'll be a good place for a bio break and for grabbing a quick meal. This is what the McDonald's outlet looks like. I enjoyed a burger and some fries and some coke, and this felt like a good break from the sun because honestly the sun right now is really, really harsh.
I'm used to the sun, bro.
The next place that
I'm a
I'm taking
Mexican.
you guys to is another
We work in the
temple.
sun.
This is called the Ranbireshwar temple, and this is apparently the biggest Shiva temple in North India. There are a lot of steps to go up. Like the structure is looking really, really big. It's looking larger than life. The temple has a central lingam measuring 8 feet in height, constructed out of black stone, and there are other smaller lingams all around. The murti of Shiv, Parvati and Ganesh is very, very different here, especially Shivji's murti, and the lingams inside, I think there are about 11, one big one and the other smaller ones, and it's just so nice and so peaceful. Right now the sun is kind of going down slightly, so I'm actually able to stand here and enjoy the positive vibes.
I'm gonna show you something after this video.
It was built by Maharaja Ranbir Singh in 1883. Photography is not allowed inside the temple, but all around is very, very scenic to look at. The next place that I'm taking you guys to is Amar Mahal Palace. Now this used to be a palace, but it's now converted to a museum, and from outside the structure looks gorgeous. It's like, you know, that old architecture, and it's just very, very beautiful. Even
That's
the
very
lawns
cool.
around are well maintained. There is an entry ticket of 100 rupees per person, and if you want a bigger palace tour like with some additional floors and stuff, then the entry ticket is 250 rupees per person. I've taken the 100 rupee entry ticket, and that gives you access to the ground level. In that, you are not allowed to take any videos inside, but you can take pictures. So I'm going to show you guys what a little bit of the inside of the palace looks and feels like. This
I
used to
wonder
be a
why you
palace,
can't
but is
take
now
video,
converted
but
into a
you can
museum
take
commissioned
pictures.
by Maharaja Amar Singh. The palace was built in the 19th century by a French architect, and the first impression is that
Oh, that's
of
why.
a chalet or a chateau. There are many exhibits inside, including a very unique and rare 1 rupee coin, so many different photographs, and there is a whole set of paintings inside about a tale of Damayanti, and those paintings are actually made with colors derived from vegetables and gold, and you can see the reflect of the gold, and till date these paintings are so well maintained. There's also a library of 25,000 books and so many rare art pieces and various things that have been collected by the royal family. Amar Mahal is situated on the bank of Tavi River, but now the Tavi River is pretty much non-existent. As you can see, there's also a hotel right alongside called the Harinivas Palace Hotel.
All right. The Jambu Zoo.
So I've just stopped for some tea at Trikuta Cafeteria, and this is on the way back to Katra. And I think any cabbie that you take to
At
do a day trip in Jammu
Devansh.Kalupia
will know this place.
said, same.
All right. So out of the whole India that I have seen, India, I really want to visit here. Out of all India that I've seen a lot of videos because me and my wife watch a lot of videos to do with travel, and we watch all the countries, you know, like where people visit, just like this lady's doing it, but with another creator. But me and her we watch so many.
Will get you a pit
And
stop.
I've watched
Just
so
a
many
quick
videos
tea,
about so
nothing
many
else,
countries as
because
well.
I'm really tired. I've had a full day, and that is
Their
really
traditions.
it from me in Jammu. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you want to know what I'm doing in Katra, then I'm going to leave a link to that video as well. Make sure you check that, and don't forget to give the video a like, share it with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel for more. And
That makes look India beautiful. Congratulations, bro. That's beautiful. I like it. So I was just gonna show you. I just wanted, let's see if there's any animation or something. I just wanted to show you when Moses got the 10 Commandments from God, because there was no rules before that, and there was no Jews before Moses, because Moses was the guy that liberated the Jews from the Pharaoh of Egypt. So Moses
At
was
Devansh.Kalupia said, I told you I.
all right. Nice. That's very beautiful. That's very beautiful. I would like to visit one day if I ever can. I was gonna let you know that after Moses was like up in the mountain for 40 days, people got desperate and they thought he was gone. They just left him or something, and there was like thousands of people, and they got all their gold together and they did they started worship. They did their own idol statue, and they created their own god, and they created a calf or a cow or whatever you want to say. But let's just say
Moses was up on the mountain talking to God and getting the 10 Commandments. Meanwhile, the Israelites down below got impatient. They thought Moses was taking too long, so they asked Aaron to make them gods. Aaron gathered their gold and made a golden calf. The people started worshiping it, saying it brought them out of Egypt. God saw this and got really angry. He told Moses to go down because the people were messing up big time. God even thought about destroying them, but Moses begged him not to, reminding God of his promises. God listened and decided not to destroy them. When Moses came down and saw the golden calf and the people partying, he was furious. He smashed the tablets, burned the calf, ground it to powder, scattered it on the water, and made the people drink it. Moses confronted Aaron, who blamed the people. Then Moses called out, "Whoever is for the Lord, come to me." The Levites came and Moses told them to go through the camp and deal with the... Moses was up on the mountain talking...
So yeah, that's what happened, and that's where you get the idol worshiping, because that was happening before, right? Egypt, the Greeks, the Romans, that were all idol worshippers. I just want to share that with you. That's in the Bible. But yeah, your city is very beautiful. Let's see, what's this video about? Let's see what's happening with Windows 10. I gotta check this out.
We are evolving the OS. Windows is now your canvas for AI and agents. We're innovating in 3 key ways. First, bringing AI and agents into your flow and making it more intuitive to use. And second, making Microsoft 365 Copilot more contextually helpful on Windows. And third, making Copilot Plus PCs even more powerful with enhanced AI.
That clip was an announcement from Microsoft a few weeks ago. They're making it clear that AI is now at the forefront of Windows. Windows 11, they say, is becoming an agentic operating system. Agentic, the latest buzzword for autonomous AI. Soon your PC will make decisions on your behalf with the help of a built-in AI. Shortly after the event, Pavan Davaluri, the president of Windows and Devices, tweeted the news online. The response was, well, far from pleasant. Some of the comments directly under the tweet received thunderous applause in the form of likes.
Hold on. I gotta check.
They read as...
What did they say? You shove all these unnecessary updates. That's why more people keep moving to open source Linux. Exactly. Your company is so arrogant and greedy that you still push this AI nonsense no matter how vocal your consumers are against it. We're no longer willing users of your product. We're just being tolerated and endured. Yeah. Okay, so no one wants this. It's just my computer to be a computer. I just want my computer, to be a computer. Bro, straight up, nobody wants this. And straight up, this was not a year of agents. It was just a year of cloud code, automated copy and paste. Yeah, so that's a big claim, Pavan. But I'm curious to see how Windows truly integrates AI for a seamless experience. Sounds promising, boss.
Of the comments directly under the tweet received thunderous applause in the form of likes. They read as follows. It's evolving into a product that's driving people to Mac and Linux. Another one says, stop this nonsense. No one wants this. You live in a Twitter bubble where AI will create tons of wealth and you'll perish unless you adopt it now. But your users are not in this bubble. They don't care about any of this. Shh. They chat with ChatGPT and that's about it. And another comment. Nobody wants this except the parties you're selling our data to without permission. If you've used a Windows PC in the last few years, in some sense, you may have felt the same way, a little frustrated. The AI push seems like just the latest in a string of efforts to make it feel like the computer that you paid for isn't really yours anymore. From forced upgrades, advertisements carelessly littered through the user interface, online account requirements for everything, and now, an aggressive push into AI. You get the picture now. Windows 11
because everything wants
one of the biggest sources of
everything's
going
to be controlled. They want to control.
As you'll later see, it's all part of the plan for Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella, and it's all working just as it's intended to. These changes have made a lot of people wonder, is Windows still a tool for the user, or is it a cash extraction exercise for Microsoft?
Both.
And hey, these feelings aren't unfounded. It comes from years of bad decisions.
Because we still use it.
But here's the thing.
So it's a tool.
Curiously, at the same time, Microsoft is now currently valued at $3.8 trillion and on track to reach $5 trillion. It's one of the most powerful companies in the world, so from a broad perspective, these decisions are making business sense. But right there, you can see it, a massive divergence is forming. As the value of the company skyrockets, the user experience of Windows is moving in the opposite direction, down the toilet. Everyone can sense there's a problem here, but the question needs to be asked, what exactly is happening here? How did Windows, the flagship operating system of the world,
that's
now
why
end up feeling like it
I just
no
want
longer
to see
works
something.
for the person using it? And why does Microsoft...
Oh, the heck? I just want to see what the heck is going on. This is the first video 1 month ago. That's too long.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Can you...
No. That was 2 months ago. 4 months ago. This is 37 minutes. I wanted to break down, but sure. I just want to see what video is this. All right, so I'm gonna hit the refresh button to prove you guys that somebody commented. A lot of people that are I just wanted to see what happened if I got
At
commented.
devanch.carlupia said, yes, when any application asks for permission to use my camera, I don't feel safe.
Dang. Yeah, I don't care. I mean, nobody's gonna steal nothing from me. I don't have nothing. So, I mean, for me, I don't really care. For me personally, I don't have anything. What's this? The United Nations live?
That 72% of the world is now under authoritarian rule. We're electing illiberal leaders democratically. So the shift is personal, groups, societal, countries, it's global. Emergent human behavior. This is how powerful the tech is. And here's the comparison, right? 2 women won the Nobel Prize for CRISPR technology, genetic slicing, right? Slice and dice genes. But in the West, you had strict laws immediately put in place. None of that has happened to our emotions, right? To our public information ecosystem. I think with CRISPR technology, people realize that, oh my God, this tech is incredible. We are like gods. But in CRISPR, in our biology, they realized that we didn't have the wisdom of gods. Because the public information ecosystem is invisible, right? News organizations were legally liable for our public information ecosystem. When big tech took over the distribution, they abdicated responsibility for information integrity. To go right back to that, what does that mean? It means that if a newspaper lies, you can sue them. If big tech lies, you got nothing.
Huh. I just wanted to see the the latest news on UN agenda, but that's a lie.
According to this affidavit, the suspect repeatedly lured women to homes where he didn't live, including this vacant property along East 35th Street. Luckily, all those victims survived and helped police identify their accused attacker. In late November, on the side porch of this vacant home along 35th Street, a woman told police she was raped by an armed attacker. A week later, in December, police were called back to the same home by a second woman who reported she too had been raped at gunpoint. Police quickly realized both of those cases matched a third rape, which took place outside a nearby home on Kinnear Avenue back in August.
Very scary, right? These people are going to live with that trauma for a long time, and we want to make sure that we can bring some justice to their lives.
Police say a fourth woman also claimed she was lured to the 35th Street home where she was threatened with a gun but not actually raped. That report helped police identify
said, let's play.
You want to play? I'll play for an hour.
33-year-old Lorenzo Copeland for the series of crimes.
Here you see that over multiple months, we were able to put together several of these cases linking that one suspect.
According to court records, when Copeland was arrested, he was armed with a handgun, drugs, and fake money. The suspect insisted he never raped anyone and claimed the victims, who worked as escorts, were mad because he gave them some counterfeit cash. Even before the rape allegations, Copeland did have a violent criminal history and pleaded guilty just last year to weapons charges following a shooting in 2023. Investigators believe there may be at least one additional victim who was lured to the 35th Street home by Copeland, but that woman did not file a report. Police encourage all crime victims to speak up.
We need everybody who's been a victim or gone through something like this to make sure that it gets reported, it's documented. We want to make sure that you, as a victim, are represented and we hold these people accountable.
The suspect is now being held on an $800,000 bond for the rape case, as well as a $160,000 bond for the weapons charge. If he is released before trial, he would also be subject to GPS monitoring. Jesse Wells, CBS 4 News.
Okay. All right, let me switch scenes here a little bit. Let me just reply to these comments over here. Let me go to the... All right, so I'm going to hit the refresh. I guess I don't have to keep playing the video. I can reply from here. I didn't know I Good. Just people. See, I'm not the only one. See, okay. Okay. All right, so we'll leave it there. Close this out. Guess I'll leave it like that. I'm not gonna switch scenes. I'm just gonna like not like nobody's watching the live. Just playing with my friend. That's it. Okay, it's updating. Okay, the bench. Should be ready.
At devanch.carlupia said, "No, I am watch."
What do you mean you're gonna watch? You're not gonna play with me? Okay, it's preloading. Still searching. I guess it's still searching.
Failed to join friend request.
Say that again? Your mic is very low.
Failed to join.
Yeah, it's just something's wrong. I guess the servers are probably doing something, or I don't know. It says unable to join. I wonder what's going on. Nope, nothing's going. I'm gonna make you part of it later, okay?
Okay, sir.
Let's see what happens. I don't know why it's
Sir, did you accidentally on your VPN or anything?
No, I have not done anything.
Maybe it's your server issue.
It's doing the same thing, but let's just go with it. Very interesting. It's all good.
I feel like there are illegal Mexican immigrants involved in this.
Check your gear and weapons. We'll be deploying shortly.
I'll go with the kilo.
Enemy down!
Nothing wrong with that.
All stations, green light. We're deploying to the war zone.
We have that.
Yep. I got a mic.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys go ahead.
You've got gas closing in fast. Double time it to the safe zone. Spotted a contract. Marked a point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Destination marked.
Eliminate all targets in the AO. Intel point activated. Now ensure the point is secure. The squad mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy. Capture complete. Hell of a job. Uploading information on the next gas spread.
Inserting additional armor.
Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy intel nearby. Capture it for information on the next gas spread.
Hostile sighted.
Squad mate redeploying to the AO.
What the heck is going on? No, it's lagging.
All squad mates are in the safe zone. You've got gas moving in. Help your squad mates.
Inserting additional armor.
If you join them, you'll speed up capture. Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Incoming shots. Inserting additional
Supply
armor.
box is marked. Secure those locations.
Loading new mag.
Extremely low. And I'm laggy. Okay, that's alright.
The head hit markers are not the best at the moment, I've noticed.
One supply box down. 2 remain.
Inserting additional armor.
One supply box remaining. Move to secure. Contract complete. All supply boxes found. Loadout drop headed your way.
Under fire. Switching mags. Inserting additional armor. Switching mags.
I'm just laying the gun, so just stick my mind.
What am I doing? Load out?
My friend is back, so I have to play with him. So. Bye, guys.
Operator establishing score streak. Watch it.
You've got a loadout drop inbound. Friendly loadout drops on the way. Gas is closing in. Relocating safe zone.
Armor broken. Loading new mag. Inserting additional armor. Contract located.
Your squad made it to the safe zone.
Did that hurt?
You're
It
losing
looked like
ground.
it hurt.
Moving.
Reloading. Switching mags.
Your squad mate is a most wanted target. Eliminate threats and secure supply caches to reduce the time of the contract.
Sir, it's lagging too much.
Yeah, it is. I don't know why, but I guess there's something wrong with the servers because you were able to log in, but I wasn't. Or get a match. There's just something wrong. They'll eventually fix it. Because this thing is worldwide.
Incoming shot. Five kills. Changing mags.
We'll just loot for I guess so we can rank up our guns, excuse me.
Extra highway point. Reloading.
You kept your squad mate alive. Most wanted contract complete.
Loading new mag. Inserting additional armor.
This kilo is still very powerful.
Changing mags. Inserting additional
Thank you, bro. Oh, that's where you were.
Moving in. New safe zone located. Be advised, an enemy squad is tracking your location. Your squad mate's located in HVT. This one's high risk, high reward, so keep your eyes open. Your squad's in the safe zone.
Inserting additional armor. Reloading.
Calling in score streak.
Don't see anybody.
Vehicle marked.
Reloading. Hostile armor broken.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the sky.
Hostile armor broken. Loading new mag.
The shadow. Oh, come on, bro.
Taking fire. Hostile armor broken.
Oh, you got him. Okay.
Now I am cooking with an unspecified flammable vapor.
What? The lagginess.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Switching mags.
You're clear. Enemy hunters were eliminated.
Okay.
Bounty target's gone dark. We lost the contract. Gas is
What?
inbound. Marking new safe zone.
Remember to tip your assassin.
Okay.
Reloading. Setting rally point. Scratch that.
I think we have a real team over there. My arm is falling asleep.
All
What the heck?
squad mates are in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy soldier incoming.
Switching mags.
Somebody's.
Changing mags.
All right. I guess go with green. He's all by himself. I'm all lagging. Good job, bro. He's all by himself, bro. Poor dude.
That was close.
UAV available for tasking.
Your squad mates in the gulag. If they
Really?
survive, they redeploy.
I'm gonna go get that. Pretty sure there's a bot.
Loading new mag.
Squad mate has been cleared for redeployment. You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated. Gulag's closed until further notice.
We'll have to rotate out of here. This is a bad place.
Head for my
You've got a
waypoint.
loadout drop inbound.
What? Somebody about to load out down there.
Changing mags.
Oh, somebody's sniping.
You've made it.
I'm gonna have to rotate towards that building.
Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is inbound.
I think we gotta take that building.
Waypoint.
On top, the roof.
Switching mags.
You're in the top three. Don't let up now.
Oh, from where, bro? Oh, man.
Certain armor.
I don't think that bullet was meant for me.
No buy station. Oh, that's the last one. That's all the
Okay.
way out there.
Indicating buy station.
Let's see how good I am.
Hostile shooter.
Oh, I see. They're coming that way.
I bet it.
I got up here, bro.
Flare on me. Changing mags.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Additional armor.
Can't get out.
Heads up. Surveillance sweep is marked on your tac map. Only 2 left.
All right, let's get up. Let's get up. Stay close. Stay close.
below me. Just a bari the. Bari betor. Dekhe open the
Recon
kon.
is overhead. Relocate. Hostile UAV overhead.
Don't stay in open right now. Oh, to ek to 3v2 etai last squad amar bani niche.
Surveillance scanned you. Your location's exposed.
Kraus authorizing score streak.
Some of your squad is outside the safe zone.
Na recon drone kore se. Below me green. क्या मारा जाए ना? I don't think so मारा जाए.
CUAV prepped for launch.
Deploying score streak.
Counter UAV above. Electronic countermeasures active.
Recon drones flying in for another pass. Watch your
Until
position.
you have marriage.
No fuel, no fuel. UAV RTB.
Surveillance drones in the AO. Suggest you leg it.
Lethal.
Hostile UAV overhead.
Just wait for him, Devance. Just wait for him.
You're in scanning range. Enemy has your location. Got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
Can you hear me, sir?
हाँ অনেকক্ষণ থাকে।
Mission time clock expended.
Hello?
Looking glass is RTB.
তুমি ওদিকটা থাকো।
Head to the safe zone. You've got gas moving in.
Switching mags. Inserting armor. Inserting additional armor. Deploying lethal. My insides are on my outsides.
He's on top.
Setting rally point.
Less than 5 minutes. Next time.
It's all good. GG.
The enemy took that one, but we'll get them back.
I can't play again. I can't press the play button. I guess it can. Just must be a glitch. Oh yeah, you're party
They are
leader.
Bengali,
I
Indian.
forgot.
The last guy.
They. I think someone was hacking. It's alright. Yeah, that's why they probably knew where we're at. Just the last dudes. That's why we were getting free UAV. I'm like, why are those dots still around? Nobody was shooting. It's all good. It's all good. It happens. It happens. You got it, Devanch.
Sir, I'm going to make you party leader. Maybe my server is lagging, that's why.
Okay, we'll try it. We'll see what happens. Well, just let it rip. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go to the restroom.
Check weapons and gear. We're holding for deployment. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. green to go. Stand by for deployment. Alright, soldier. Mark a drop point for your squad and go get after it. Keep clear of the gas. Get to the safe zone.
Okay, I'll follow those guys. Rice and beans, rice and beans. That's all we need. Oh, we got bots killing bots.
Primary objective is to eliminate all targets.
Sure. What happened, buddy? What happened? Oh, buddy. Oh.
Additional armor. Inserting additional armor. Inserting armor.
Akita. Oh, here you go, sniper. Somebody needs to always snipe.
Bounty targets are up. Get after them.
Well, we have a contract.
Enemy soldier incoming.
It's all good, it's all good. Well, I'm not lagging, so.
baby.
That sniper's kind of slow, but it's good. It's all good. Probably need to get some coffee. Let's go to the bench. The Sandman.
All bounty targets destroyed. Hell of a job. Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is moving.
Let's go to Loadies.
Copy, let's go for the loading. I'll see you guys over there at the buy station, I guess. Oh, snap.
I am hit.
Okay, keep missing, bro.
Enemy intel located. Capture and secure the intel point. Discover the next gas spread.
That's so funny.
Reloading. Inserting additional armor.
Alright, here's my money.
Need armor.
Friendly loadout drops on the way. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Okay, those guys are flying. Whenever I find a better sniper, I'll change.
Rally on marked coords.
Rally.
The squad mates start securing the intel. Join them.
Oh, we got a real one right there, bro. Ah, man, my aim is so bad. Why is? Can't believe I did not pay attention. It's like there's no aim assist this morning.
Missed a whole magnum. Please kill it.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Can't believe I wasn't recording that.
Your squad mate won the fight. They're redeploying now.
I guess.
Reloading.
No.
UAV standing by.
Switching
Load
mags.
that drop. Headed your way. Be advised. There's an
A
enemy
bomb
squad
shot.
gunning for you. Enemy soldier incoming.
Oh, what the?
Left closing in. Relocating safe zone. Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
That's a sniper. Okay.
Reloading. 10 hostiles eliminated.
Dang.
hunters were taken out. They're in the clear. All squad mates are in the safe zone. Enemy dropping into the AO.
They're real.
Changing mags.
Squad mates in the gulag.
Reinforcing armor.
Fight for a chance to redeploy.
The bench.
Yeah, I cleared them fools over. You can come back.
Squad mate redeploying to the AO.
TACOM, get me a UAV.
Changing mags.
Are you perv purple? The heck? It must be a PDF file. What?
Inserting additional armor. Reloading.
Enemy soldier incoming. Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is inbound. mate has entered the gulag. They'll need to survive to redeploy.
Eyes on enemy.
6, 7!
Watch it, Devanch, watch it. There's a sniper. It's a real dude. Devanch finally learned how to get a scope for Verdansk.
Reloading.
I have to go make myself a XM4 build after this match.
Switching mags. Taking fire. Loading new mag. Reloading.
He's still up there. Ouch. What? Where did that guy come from? Watch it, don't go there, Sandman. Okay.
Oh shit.
Gas is closing in. Get to the new safe zone.
Reinforcing armor.
I want to unlock that black and white scope he have.
Okay. It's very strange. Yeah, that Maddox is very nice.
There goes their armor. Grenade going out.
You kind of hold the grenade for 2 seconds and then kind of. His aim assist works. How come mine doesn't?
They're on me. Reinforcing armor. Reinforcing armor. Loading new mag. Indicating waypoint. Incoming fire. Changing mags. Reinforcing armor. Buy me back. Buy me back. I'll fly. Swapping mags.
Your squad pays. Get ready to read.
Thank you.
Thank you, thank you. Oh,
dropping
no,
in.
no,
New
no,
safe
no.
zone located. No more fighting in the gulag.
Oh, the bench.
Nah.
The bot landing on you, bro. Oh, never mind. There's a whole team up here, bro.
No.
How come I didn't see that dude? The heck? Anyways, it was a real person.
Your squad is getting you out of here.
Alright, thank you so much. Well, I won't land there. I don't know, I'm just gonna land on the side of the building. Regroup. Maybe.
Squad's in the safe zone. Gas is closing in.
If you land, come inside. I'll call it whatever.
Enemies are dropping into the
Copy.
area. Watch the skies.
Inserting additional armor.
Loadout drop headed your way.
Alright, grab a loadout if you need it.
Only 4 left.
Man. You must have a faster gun.
Same guy.
The Peacemaker. Same gun. I guess I'm just back to the shadow band.
You're in the top 3. Don't let up.
Alright, GG's guys. Okay, so gotta make a new loadout. Okay. I thought I had. Oh, so I did not get any sniper. Okay. Oh no, I'm at the old different account. Excuse me. That's fine. Okay. Oh, my bad. Oh, which barrel? Yeah, long barrel. Then under barrel's the vertical. That will be the.
So which scope is it? The it's look like thermal but black and white.
I think it's the other one. The where is it? Where is it? I don't see it. I think it's in the. I don't see it here. Huh? I think it's the other one. The maybe Modern Warfare 3 guns. There was one. Oh well, maybe this is just because the Black Ops 6 gun. Maybe that's why. There's that one. Okay. Magazine.
Let me search.
Okay, I'm gonna make that just very fast. Okay, it's good. Okay, this I can't put anything. Just that. Okay, so I did unlock one. Okay. Okay, so that should be okay. What does the survivor do? Improve ammo and resource acquisition. Dead enemies drop a pack that supplies additional ammo, equipment, plates, and cash. Oh, I can pick any? I thought you were supposed to just stick to. Okay, so what's this? Improves armor handling and health regain. Insert plates one-handed. Improves armor when refilling. No, okay, so you can't do nothing. Okay. Improves explosion defense, movement, and handling when. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay. That one, I have to really do this. Mountaineer, cold-blooded. Okay, so let's just grab that just for now. Okay, ready. Let me see. Let's go resurgence for now. And then.
Bruh.
Plug.
Somebody invited us to their party. Let's see. Let's see if it goes. Too much people?
Yeah.
It's all good. What's up, bro?
Bunch. Yo, what's up?
Ruck up. You're headed to the war zone.
Oh shit. Here we go again.
Real thing is coming. Enemy dropping into the AO. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Well, at least I made someone laugh.
Battle Royale. Gas is closing on your position. Suggest you hightail it out of there. Your team leader. Set a drop point for your squad.
Alright. Somebody dropped out.
Cannelloni dragoni, il drago di pasta che brucia città con...
Bruh.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Clear to engage all hostiles. Mark the point on your map containing enemy
Inserting additional armor.
Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread. Your squad mate has reached the intel. Joining them will speed up the process.
Reloading. Inserting additional armor.
Capture complete. Hell of a job. Upload the information to the next gas spread.
Takes more than that to finish me.
Enemy soldier incoming. Check your map. I've marked a point containing enemy info. For information on the next gas spread.
Reloading. Inserting additional armor.
Help your squad mates secure the intel. If you join them, you'll speed up capture. Well done, soldier. Check your map for the next gas spread location.
Inserting armor.
I'll take the wheel.
I will come along. All right.
Got a contract here.
Yeah, Amish.
Loading new mag.
Supply box located. Move to secure.
Enemy nearby. Who's here? Down.
Yes. Good to go. Inserting armor. Inserting additional armor.
Good inside, good inside.
Oh shit. Inserting additional armor.
Your squad mates in the gulag. If they survive, they redeploy.
Around here.
Ah, come on.
The whole team. It's all good, bro. It's all good. Don't stress. Don't stress.
Success means redeployment. Failure means elimination.
Armor broken. Back to the AO.
You've got gas inbound. Safe zone relocated.
What happened to the other guy? He invited us to a party and then he left? Because... Oh well.
Reloading. Inserting additional armor.
Alright, Advance, just me and you. Let's rotate. We gotta get out of the circle. Get all the way. See if we can get this contract over here.
Contract located.
Get this. There's a chopper. There's a chopper, bro.
Vehicle sighted.
All flight.
He got it. Okay, thank you, bro. He's on it. I was looking at the map when you hopped on. I was looking at the chopper, right? Alright.
I will fly.
Get to the safe zone. You're losing ground. Move it.
The scope, sir, I was searching for its red and dot. I need to rank up AK 47.
Oh, okay. And it's Black Ops 7, right?
No, it's in Modern Warfare 3 शायद.
Okay, so I was right. Okay, Modern Warfare. Okay.
Enemy intel located.
Alright, you got it. You got it.
Capture and
Let's
secure the
get
intel
back
point.
on the chopper.
Next gas spread.
I'll pick you
Enemies are
up.
dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
Modern Warfare 3. Alright.
Your squad mate has reached the intel.
Oh.
Joining us over
Changing mags. Inserting additional armor.
Intel point captured. Great work. You've earned a peek at the next gas spread.
Right on, bro. Okay, there's just one right here outside. Good job.
Point on your map containing enemy intel. Capture and secure it to get ahead of the next gas spread.
Oh.
Switching mags. Reloading.
Oh, it's not that far. It's just on the other side of the building. Hello? It's upstairs. Next level, next level.
Good work. Hold down the point until it's secure.
Right on.
So what is this X? You pick it up?
DX?
Get to the new safe zone.
The special one like perk. X. You have that.
Check your map.
The XM4? The gun?
Enemy
No,
soldier
sir.
incoming.
The specialist?
No. Take this.
Oh, okay. The ammunition box? And you mean the war cry? Okay. Oh, the X. That's what I'm like. I couldn't understand. Yeah, I get. I was slow, excuse me. Yeah, I know they put the war cry, that thing. Yeah, it's two batons. It's like two batons with, I think they're like called what are those in real life? These things are called flares. They're called flares, and there's two flares, and you're just calling for air support or something in real life. Oh snap! What the heck? Where did that come from? Oh, that bot right there. Wow, this is what made the bots come to us. That's cool.
Switching mags.
I'm running 30 mags so I can have a lot of speed.
Enemy dropping into the AR.
Sensors on enemy.
Oh, we got real team right here, bro.
Never mind.
Watch it. He's
Changing mags.
You must be around outside still because. Oh, you're engaging? Okay. Oh snap! He's right here. Good job, Devansh. Good job. Let's stick very close. Oh, top. Get inside. Run. Here's ammunition if you need it.
Enemy soldier incoming.
He's coming back. Let's get out of here. Oh, we gotta get to that other. He's coming back. Hold on, let me just check the map. I already gotta get here.
For my waypoint.
Let's go around this way. Doesn't matter.
An enemy squad is hunting you. Stay sharp.
Alright, I'm gonna take the zip and then I don't want to. Well, we should be okay over here. Hold on, where's. Oh, that's very far away. We gotta get. We can't get to the chopper. So are we gonna see if we can jack that car that.
Relocating safe zone.
Here, come here. We got a real one right here.
Destination marked. Outside armor broken. Reloading.
dropping into the AO.
Hear me?
Okay, copy. Heading your way.
Too easy. Changing mags. Switching mags.
Man, I can't aim. What's... You good, bro?
You've got gas moving in.
All right, let's get out of here. We gotta... Just follow me. Just follow me. Oh, hopefully nobody snipes us. Oh. All right, meet me over here. Got your back. Oh, somebody's trying to shoot us. Watch it.
Inserting additional armor. Armor broken. Reloading. Under fire. Switching mags. Armor broken. That is 101.
The enemy squad hunting you down. Clear for now.
Oh, we got a sniper. Watch out on the tower, big tower. Don't go outside. Don't go outside. We gotta get to. Yeah, we gotta run around in here.
Gas is moving in. New safe
Good job, bro.
located. Gulag's locked down. Area's clear.
You're doing good. You're doing good.
Loading new mag.
Somebody's coming around.
To the area. Watch the skies.
Oh, watch it. Oh man. GG's. Not bad, bro.
Reloading.
Alright. Let's go do a resurgence.
Give me a moment.
Say that again?
I need to change my loadout.
Okay, no problem. Let me go to the restroom again. Get some drink. Okay. Hmm. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully, you guys have a good day. The bench.
Yes, sir.
You're a good brother. I love you as a human being, bro. I got love for everybody. Among Us!
Resurgence. Stay alive to keep the squad in the fight. Mark a drop point for your squad and hit the field.
Inserting additional armor. Using field upgrade.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
The bench.
Supply boxes. Locations are marked on your tac map.
I gotta go help the bench.
I'm cooking here.
Reloading.
Get your squad to the safe zone. Leave no one behind.
I'm coming to bench. Hold on, bro.
Enemy dropping into the AO.
Inserting additional armor.
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map.
Hold on, bro. Somebody else got up.
Nearly kicked the bloody bomb. Changing back. I am honestly on my...
Get out of here, the bench. Get out of here. Get out of here. Okay, thank you, appreciate it.
Target down. Marking the rest of them. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them.
Inserting additional armor.
Why does that gun so have high recoil?
Supply cache locations are offline. Contract compromised.
Inserting additional armor.
Great. He came back. Watch it, the bench. He came back for his revenge. He's behind you. You're right. I heard him around the corner.
Inserting additional armor.
Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies.
I hear him.
Bounty targets identified. Weapons free.
Inserting armor. Switching mags.
Get ready, he's gonna come back.
Reloading.
He's on top or outside around. Whoa.
Inserting additional armor.
Squad's in the safe zone. Gas is moving. Kill confirmed.
What?
He's down there.
Hey, come in my crib, you gonna die.
He's coming up.
Copy.
Come in my crib, you gonna die, man.
Your squad mates are deployed. Well done. Mark remaining operators from that squad. Hunt them down.
Inserting
All
additional
bounty
armor.
targets are KIA. Well done. Enemies are dropping into the area. Watch the skies. Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad. Attack
Thank you, thank you.
He's gonna come back. Like I said, that these guys are hungry for revenge. Get all your stuff that you need, bro. Here's plates. Here's plates. Got plates right here.
Nine left. Keep the pressure on.
Marking enemy armor.
Your squad mate's back on station. Good work.
Changing mags.
Enemy soldier incoming.
Switching mags.
Service window is ending. Watch your six.
He's back.
Copy, copy, copy. Oh, wrong person.
You have reinforcements inbound. Your squad made it to the safe zone. Gas is inbound. Target down. Marking the rest. Enemy dropping into the AO.
Reloading.
Thank you. Not ruin my kills, right? Big kills.
Changing mags.
Did you just say one if I told you I did a line of code, right?
Your squad mate is redeployed. Well done. Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Enemy soldier incoming. Insurgents deactivate. This is the end game.
Napalm strike ready for delivery.
Ouch. Valve authorizing score streak.
Gas cut. I have to fill your orders.
It's just warming up.
Target area is burning. Gas can 490 conflicting.
Marking enemy. Switching mags.
4 remaining.
Get over here!
I guess, on top of everything else, now I am hit.
Oh, great sniper.
Gas is moving.
Changing mags!
I broke your armor.
Get it, get it, get it. That's it, that's it. Oh, right on.
I'm reloading. Oh.
Let's go, Topher. Got it, bro. Too bad you're not. Yeah, okay. Too bad you guys were not together. All on Topher. Go for the buy station. Perfect. Oh, Chucky! With the MXR17. Right on. Got it overpowered.
You've got gas moving in.
Right behind you, bro. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, Topher. You got people around. He's on the little red thingamajigger, yeah.
Location mark.
3 squads left in the war zone. Stay alert.
Reloading.
Indicate location. There's a bounty on your head. Eliminate hostiles and secure supply caches to get rid of it.
They're right there.
In rally point. Marking enemy.
There's one landing. Oh, he went around.
Enemies are dropping into the area.
Landing over here. Really? From inside here. Oh man, how come I didn't see them, bro? Oh, he had a rocket grenade or rocket launcher. Good job, bro. Let's go, Devanch. You got it.
Through shadows they stride a network control, trumping the Illuminati with a grip so bold, guiding secrets with unyielding might to control destinies concealed from sight.
You got it, bro. Congratulations. That was a good team. Good teamwork. Let's go, Topher. Devanch Carlupia. And me.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
You're welcome. Moon 7132 2. Right on, guys. Right on. I wasn't recording, but oh well, it's all good. It's all good.
Hold up.
Do you suffer from a lack of a father figure? Do you have clinical depression? Have you ever accidentally broken your mom's favorite coffee cup, and when she found out you did it, she tied you to a bed and spanked you with a metal spatula? If you...
Yeah, I got slapped.
Run.
Huh? Huh? Huh?
Survive to redeploy fallen teammates.
All right.
Build to bring them back faster.
Same place. The Bodie. Or where the lumber. The lumber. Thought so. Oh, we got a lot of people. I gotta get 5 shotgun kills. What happened, bro? What happened?
Good kill. Marking the rest of that squad on your tac map. Get hunting.
I blew myself up with the drone. That was a glitch. Thank you. Can't get in the window, bro. It just bounces around. They're on top? They're on top. Good job.
Squad mates back on station. Good work.
On my final mag.
Enemy destroyed. Use your tac map to hunt down the rest of them. Your squad's in the safe zone. Gas is closing in. Enemy soldier incoming.